I'm Steve, this is World Trippin, and I like to interview people that I meet while I'm traveling. So I just met this guy right here. Right now we're in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and I'm just gonna ask him a few questions about who he is and what he does.
Hey guys, I'm Andrew. I'm from Adelaide, Australia. I am a web developer and I've been web developing for about 10 years now. So as a web developer, I work for a freelancing company, and they basically find me work. They find applicable positions that match my skill set. So we have like a jobs board. I go through the jobs board and find a position that matches my skill set, and then I have an interview for that position, and if the client likes me, then we start working on a contract. A lot of the jobs will differ, so they might employ me to do a specific job like create an email template, but then they'll come up with other things that they want. They'll discover they'll need something else, and then they just ask me. It's like, you know, the ball starts rolling and then they realize, oh, we want this, we want that. So before you know it, a 2-week contracts turn into 6 months because they realize they need all these other things done. And once you've demonstrated to them that you're competent and they see the work you've done, they'll keep you on board.
So you can do this remotely from anywhere really, or do you have to like go in?
Yeah, so the hardest part about working remotely is finding a decent internet connection. So if you've got internet, you can basically work anywhere. With people who teach online, say for English for example, you need a very reliable internet connection because you don't want the connection dropping in and out. When you're trying to teach somebody how to speak English, like, it's very frustrating. So with my position as a web developer, good internet isn't imperative, but it's nice to have. So traveling around, I have, a lot of web developers have what they call passion projects. So you kind of get sick of building stuff for other people. So for my side project, it's called Have I Been? And basically it's a project that I came up with to fix my own issues. So I was looking for places to work at, places to drink, places to go out, and you kind of get stuck in this infinite loop when you're traveling of looking for places to go to, and it gets really tedious trying to find these places. So I thought, okay, I'll just showcase the best places once I've worked them out in each city, and then share that with other people who are in the same kind of lifestyle that I'm living. So basically I'm showcasing, good places to work, good place to eat, giving extra information that like Google Maps wouldn't give you, like Wi-Fi speeds, prices, so you can kind of pick and choose what places would suit you for, I guess, the work or the needs you, whatever you're looking for. So I have a thing called the latte index on the site, so you can browse by what the cheapest latte is in the city, and I thought the reason why I picked latte is that that's probably the most common drink that people would order rather than like I guess, I don't know, an Americano or something.
Yeah.
Most people would order something with milk in it.
Yeah, right.
So the latte index was founded based on that.
that's a pretty cool idea. You haven't always worked like kind of nomadically, digital nomad kind of lifestyle, right? Like how did you make the change into that lifestyle?
So how I became a freelance web developer, I guess, or how did I choose becoming a digital nomad? Basically, I just got sick of my job. Like, I got sick of working a 9-to-5 job. I was working for the government, and every day I would come into work and it would make me really angry being at my job. Like, I hated it so much. I felt almost physically sick being there. And I was like, I need to do whatever I can to get out of this. So in Australia, if you work for the government for a period of 10 years, you get 3 months paid leave. So I took that opportunity and I took 6 months off, and I travelled through South America. And during that time, travelling through South America, I met other digital nomads who were doing, working online. To me, that was like a really foreign concept. I always thought that, you get a job in an office, you work 9 to 5. I didn't know about these other, lifestyle alternatives. I just thought I'd be doing that until I was dead. So it was great to meet other people who were doing it successfully. So when I got back from South America, I made it my mission that I was going to be doing that. And within 6 months, I, put together a strategy and quit my job and then hit the road. And Thailand was my first point of call.
Nice. And so you quit your job and then you went to Thailand, and then were you making money right away, or like Yeah, you said you developed kind of a strategy.
Yeah, so I kind of, when you quit your job, you kind of have to almost take a leap of faith. So for a lot of people, and in my circumstances, I didn't really have a guaranteed source of income. It was just, I had to win some contracts, so I didn't have a steady stream of income. So I just thought, you know what, I don't want to be on my deathbed and have regrets about not trying it. So I thought, I'm going to take a risk and see what happens. And I took a risk and it's paid off. Like initially I wasn't making much money, but then opportunities arose and now I'm in a good position where I have some steady clients and I don't really have to worry about money anymore. It's great.
Nice. So how long ago was that leap of faith taken? Like how far into it? How many years have you been doing?
So I'm into my new life. It's been about 2 years now. Actually, I just had my anniversary 2 months ago, but I didn't even celebrate it. It just seems like, for me, I don't really look at a week as in like having weekdays and weekends anymore. It's all kind of just one thing. Like every day is a weekend to me. So that was one of the big things that I loved about working as a digital nomad, is that there's no concept of this 9 to 5. I can't wait for the weekend. Like, oh my god, it's a Monday. I hate Mondays. Now it's just every day. Yeah, every day.
10 minutes late for the office.
Yeah, every day is a weekend. I get up at whatever time I want, unless I have a meeting to attend on Skype. Basically, I pick and choose my own hours, and that was the freedom that I was after. I just wanted that freedom of working when I wanted, where I wanted. I don't have to commute for an hour to get to work. I literally get out of bed, have a shower, walk across the street to the cafe, and that's my office. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It sounds beautiful. Like, I mean, the benefits seem clear. Are there any hard parts about being a digital nomad, or anything you don't like about it?
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of, I guess, drawbacks to being a digital nomad. One of them is like, I guess, creating friendships, because a lot of people are quite transient. So you might meet somebody and they'll leave in 2 weeks' time. So you make this connection with somebody and then they're like, oh, I've got to go back home. I'm only here on a holiday for 2 weeks. So yeah, that's kind of crap. So, but yeah, it's hard to meet like-minded people when you're traveling around a lot. So now I kind of try and stay in a city for like a month or so, just to get to know the city and hopefully get to meet some people who live in that city long term.
People watching, maybe they're kind of like where you were a few years ago, and like they fucking hate their job, and like they have some skills. Is there like any advice, to you give people wanting to jump into this lifestyle?
The piece of advice that I give to people wanting to try this is maybe just try it out short term initially and just see how it goes. So if you have the opportunity to take some time off work, take that time off work and just trial it and see what happens. Traveling isn't for everybody. Like for me, it really suits my personality, but for a lot of people, I think a lot of people will find it hard living away from their home countries, missing their families, living in apartments, temporary spaces that don't really feel like a home. I think a lot of people would struggle with that. And also, it can be quite lonely when you don't know a lot of people. So I think trial it first, and if it works for you, then take the next steps to making it a reality.
What makes you happy?
For me, what makes me happy is probably just living the life I'm living now. So getting out of bed, I actually get really excited the night before. Going to bed, like just thinking of the coffee I'm going to be drinking the next morning, and like a new lunch place that I'm going to discover riding around, because I love like riding bikes around and going down back streets of Chiang Mai looking for a new lunch spot. They're the kind of things that make me happy and I get excited for. Meeting new people, bouncing ideas off people who are in the same industry as me. That's the kind of stuff I love. If you're a freelance web developer, you're World Trippin.